As early as 12th May 2026, we're already seeing red flags that Ruto and friends are outright planning to steal elections. And I'll give you two examples. This is what Moses Kuria had to say last night, and I quote, "In my predictive and analytical model, which I have shared 3 times in the media, Ruto will be re-elected even without a single vote from Mlima Kenya because of the tyranny of small numbers versus the tyranny of numbers." That's BS. No president has ever been elected without at least a quarter of the Mlima Kenya vote. Even Moi na wizi yake, he still had to plant Trojan candidates in Mlima Kenya in order to get by. And let me just sound a warning to Moses Kuria. You are the same fellow that Chebukati put under investigations because of rigging claims in 2022. And we still have that tape. Just roll it.
Wanasema ati kura ya mlima itagawanywa. Mheshimiwa Anne Waiguru, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, Mheshimiwa Ishungwa, Mheshimiwa Gavana Muthomi Njuki, Mheshimiwa Senator Linturi, Mheshimiwa Wamatangi, Mheshimiwa wa Maua, Mheshimiwa Alice Wahome, Mheshimiwa Faith Getau. Sisi ndio tulikuwa tunashidia Uhuru kura na sisi ndio tulikuwa tunamwibia kura. Akili yote iliweka Uhuru kwa kiti iko hapa. Ila iko Azimio ni mwili peke yake.
So if what Moses Kuria says is anything to go by, that one is a thief in waiting. The math does not support William Ruto winning re-election without Mlima Kenya. It is impossible. Unless the mountain is isolated, because then it's possible. Then we can talk about tyranny of numbers. But the mountain, wako na cousins, Wakamba. They are having at least 60% of Western Kenya. Nyanza is also skirmish about Ruto. They are not fully committed. Kisii is going a different direction with Onyonka. How are you telling us that Ruto will do it without a single vote of Mlima Kenya? Hiyo ni kutuambia tu wazi unataka kuiba kura. And another one who is still on that trajectory is Oscar Sudi. Tofauti tu ni yeye atumii much intelligence, anaiweka tu wazi. Here's a tip.
Sikura lazima ijae. Isipoja tunajaza na watu. Sio tunajaza na mawe, tutajaza na kura. Tunaenda Ukambani tunaomba, tunaenda wapi tunaomba, tunaenda kila mahali tunaomba. Wale watatupigia na tukiona kidogo ai tunaomba ya kujaza, yani lazima ijae. Lazima kura ijae. So msijisumbue nyinyi muombe kura na mtembe na mfanya kazi. Jengeni hata toilet. Jengeni hata kitu hapo. Mkuu na slogan ya kutembea naye. Muache kuke. Sasa niwaulize nyinyi wananchi. Kama mtu anaomba kura hapa Kapseret.
Now in this video I want to highlight the reality of what will happen if these goons dare to steal elections, so that they can change their ways ahead of time. Unajua ni better kuambia watu mapema ndo aanze kupanga mambo yao. So with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1, you see this image right here? What you're seeing here is Kibaki and Raila shaking hands ahead of their Nusumkate government arrangement. Now just to be clear, in this image, Kibaki represents Kalonzo and Raila represents Ruto. So what you're looking at is William Ruto rushing to State House to beg for the power of mercy. For what crime exactly? For the crime of stealing public funds and attempting to subvert the will of the people. And guess what? Ruto might just get that pardon from Kalonzo because Kalonzo is generally nice, he's soft-spoken, and he might just do it. However, henchmen like Sudi and Kuria could easily find themselves serving time in prison. It will take them years, maybe even a decade, to broker their way out of that cell. Because any attempt to remove them, any attempt, after wamekuwa convicted of kufanya namna hii, it will lead to this. So Ethekon, please help us to mitigate these issues ahead of time by summoning all those people who are giving reckless talk, starting with Oscar Sudi. Hata huyo Moses Kuria, he was wanted by Chebukati not too long ago. In fact, here's the tape.
Commission will proceed and take action on Moses Kuria in terms of the law. Our team will investigate, and if the wording is said is confirmed and found to be offensive, then we shall proceed to summon him. So that then we have an investigation team that will deal with that, and that will be done as soon as possible.
So Ethekon, please summon these guys. Some of them are not first-time offenders. Ni kama wanataka kurudia ya pili. But anyway, that's just my opinion on the matter. Let's see what Kenyans have to say about this in a quote. Duchess of Savannah asked Grok this question. Hey Grok, what are the chances of William Ruto being re-elected in Kenya without a single Mount Kenya vote and a Rigathi-led strong coalition between Linda Mwananchi and United Opposition? And Grok responded by saying, chances are low in this scenario. Mount Kenya represents 7.4 million potential votes, a quarter of the national total. Ruto captured 2.9 million there in 2022. Losing it entirely requires sweeping Rift Valley and other strongholds by massive margins while hitting 50% plus 1 nationally and 25% in 24 plus counties. In other words, impossible. John B said, if Mount Kenya means nothing, why is Ruto very much scared of losing it? Rift Valley we call Kasongo stronghold, minus Nakuru, minus Masai, minus Trans Nzoia and Eldoret is metropolitan. We have Kipsigis against Ruto, so Ruto is gone, hata Mombasa is gone. Sam Kahuro said, Honorable Moses Kuria, your pride and arrogance against the patriots of Mount Kenya region will be ending next year with your idol boss. One-term movement is unstoppable no matter what. Kaspari said, are there genuinely sane everyday Kenyans who still listen to this buffoon? Excluding, of course, the UDA groupies who treat every reckless statement like breaking scripture. John B said, the only way you can win without Mount Kenya is when the rest of the country is against Mount Kenya, which is not the case here. As we speak, United Opposition has Ukambani region, which has about 3.2 million. Mount Kenya ndio walijenga UDA table I have shared show Mount Kenya has 87 elected MPs. Edu said, in A Tale of Two Cities, Charles Dickens gave a name of such people. They're called jacques. They would openly lie to the aristocrats how popular they were, but deep down, they knew their downfall was imminent. What say you guys? Do drop me your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Mzitowafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing Mzitowafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.